Rob from San Diego. I had my surgery April 25th, so a little over 3 months ago. And I've lost 66 pounds.
What's the waist on those jeans, buddy?
36. That's my. That was the biggest joy, was dropping the sizes and being able to go into my dad's closet, and because I didn't want to buy any. These are I bought, but and put on his 36s when he had to wear some 38s. It was an ego boost, but everything's gone well, and it only gets better. That's what I would say. The first, few weeks, Gatorade, it tastes a little too sweet, but I can drink a lot more Gatorade now, and I can drink a lot more different stuff. I can eat pretty much anything, just smaller proportions, and I've learned that if I want to eat more, there's kind of orders the way to eat. So if I eat a salad first, it helps the meat go down and get more food. But I can go to a party and stuff and have a full plate of food, which would look like there's nothing strange with meat. I don't have these small, but it's just different portions. So I'll have a bigger salad, smaller meat, and other pastas or whatever's in the thing. I also found that white meat is, for me, it's a lot easier than red meat. And I could eat, and seafood, I can eat shrimp and lobster and those things a lot more, ton more than any kind of red meat. But I can have hamburger. What's interesting is it's very easy now to pick and choose what you want to eat. I have, some people are lactose intolerant. I'm not, or I
say that, Lord.
I can tolerate more because I can have.
That can get worse over time, so beware of that. So
I definitely minimize it. I don't have a lot of it, but I did. For example, I had some cookies and I did have a little bit of milk with it, and it was very good, and it didn't affect me. But I do know if you drink a lot of milk, it can really upset you. What else?
Tell about what your wife thought the first time you were in the same room asleep.
Oh, yeah. No, when I came the reason why I had surgery was for two major reasons. One was for sleep apnea. I can't breathe through my nose when I lay down, so they pretty much said the mask doesn't work, so sleep on your side, which still had sleep apnea. So, and then the other one, I was in constant pain. So I always had headaches and joints. I was always in pain, every day. Both those things have been either completely resolved or pretty much improved 95%. The sleep apnea, my wife actually was worried that I died or something because she had to wake me up, make sure I was awake because I was so quiet sleeping. And that was only maybe a day after the surgery, right as soon as I got out of the hospital. And I would say with the pain, I would say it improved probably 95%. I still do sometimes get headaches and sometimes achiness. I found, though, with joint aches, I started taking some calcium, and I don't know, maybe it doesn't have anything to do with it, but for me it started to. So I've taken some additional calcium supplements and calcium sulfate, I think, or something like that, or citron. I can't remember that. So that's.
Do you take anything for your headaches?
I try not to. I have taken one time. I did take some Tylenol, but I try not to. I've had years of pain, so for me it's
minimal.
I can tolerate it, but there has been a time, and then I kind of try to make sure I take enough Pepto, and I also follow all the rules on everything I should be taking. I take religiously, and I've never had once heartburn or any problem like that. So, for me, I'd rather be more conservative on that kind of stuff. Like I take a whole handful of pills twice a day, or some of them 30 times. But so
Mama, any comments?
So every day we tell him he looks fantastic. I have to just say that I was the candidate for the surgery, and my case is a little more complicated. I was trying to convince my regular doctor to let me, and he said, you gotta have your son do it. So he's way ahead of me. He's had the surgery. I now have been approved for it by my own doctor, so I can. But I think it's wonderful just to see him able to move better and feel better. And this is another comment from his wife. Before, when he would get hungry, he'd just be so upset and angry and agitated and grumpy. And now, you know, it's whatever, you know, whatever we're eating, he's fine with it. He doesn't have those swings of mood because I'm assuming the blood sugar or whatever.
Blood sugar, ghrelin, which is this
Right.
very primitive hormone that drives you to be hungry.
And that, because he's a very mild-mannered person, but you didn't want to be in his road when he was really hungry.
You're in the way between me and the buffet.
Exactly. He was never a big eater either, but he had to have food regularly, quite often. And now, you know, he tries not to forget to eat, but it's not an issue. And so it's great. We're thrilled.
Giovanni?